So I shouldn't say this, but I did the the protest last Saturday, and I made a sign that says "Truth matters," and it got me to thinking about how important truth should be to all of us, and how that's really one of the biggest issues I have with what's going on with our government. So how do we deal with that? I think we just realize that that's one of the values that we really hold dear to heart. And so all we can do is be the best that we can be, right? And model that for those that don't think truth is that important, evidently. And truth has to do not just in dealings with other people, but also in dealings with yourself. You have to be truthful with yourself. Whether you want to do this, whether you want to do that, or whether you want to, you always want to reflect what's in your heart and be true to that. So please turn inward. Find your breath this morning. Just to bring yourself to the present. Try to do an 8 count inhalation and then hold it for 4 counts. And then an 8 count exhalation and hold before you inhale again. So just breathe a few rounds like that. So 8 count inhale. Hold for 4. And exhale for 8. Hold for 4. Inhale for 8. Hold. Exhale. Hold. Do one more round like that. And then allow your breath to go back to regular cadence. Maybe smooth it out a bit. And please bring hands to heart center. May we all remember that really the only one that we can affect is ourselves. When we model truthfulness, I believe it's contagious. And it helps us to see the beauty and the grace that's there in ourselves and in others. And hopefully it'll rub off and help others to see the grace in themselves and in others. And please lower your head, open your eyes. And just where you are seated here, just do a little twist to your right, to lengthen your spine. And then twist to your left. And then fold forward. Check in with your hips. And then coming on up, switch the shin that you have in front. It always feels really weird. And do that again. Twist to your right. And twist to your left. And fold forward. Oh, come on up. And just bring your legs wide. Just real easy. Sit up tall. Keep the inner spiral you can. And twist to your right again. Pressing the heels down, just a different sensation. Twist to your left. And coming to center, fold forward, just where it feels like a good challenge for your hammies. Bending at the hip creases. Slow and methodical. Good. Come on up. Bring your feet together. Bend your knees. And we're going to come to Navasana. So get really tall. Lift your shins. Maybe let go. Stand out. You can see if you can point and flex your feet alternatively. Good. And then very carefully come to Ardha Navasana. So you're rounding your back as you lower down and come down to the floor. Oops, I should have had you grab your belt. Hopefully it's handy. And just bring the belt on your right foot. I like to do it kind of closer to my heel just because it feels like I'm grounding it into the socket. If you can, extend your left leg and keep a nice neutral spine. And then just kind of challenge yourself. Or maybe make a little circle. Grounding the femur bone into the socket. Oh, feels really awesome. If you can't straighten your leg all the way, it's okay. And then bringing your left arm off to the side, just allow the right leg to open, but think core so that you don't shift to the right at all. You're just opening far enough to get a little stretch on that inner thigh. I'm really working my core to keep my hips level. And then bringing it back up, switch hands, arm off to the right, and just kind of lift your right hip up so you can bring that foot all the way across, but you'll end up in a twist. Your right hip stacks on top of your left. So that feels awesome. Can we just stay here all day? And then come on up and we'll switch. Make sure you have the belt in a good spot for you. Extend the right leg. Make a circle. Challenge your hamstrings a bit. We're going to work on hamstrings because we haven't done that for a while. We might try a hand balance or two. So we haven't done that for a while either. I just thought it might be kind of fun. It's always fun to try. And now bringing your right arm off to the side so you can tell your core, hold strong as you bring the leg off to the side. You won't go as far. Some of you might, I don't. When I really keep my hips level, work in my core. Big challenge for me. Good. Bring it up. Switch hands. So left arm out to the side. Just roll to your right hip. Let the left hip stack on top. One side feels tighter than the other, huh? Oh, man. Bring it back up. Remove the belt. Bring your feet under your knees, maybe slightly away from you, and just lift to Setu Bandha. Lift your hips up. I want you to think, I'm going to really engage my stomach and abdominals. And just hold for a minute. Come on down. Hug your knees in. Just kind of roll side to side. Now let go of your knees. Keep the inner edge of your feet together. Bring your arms kind of straight up between your knees. And then you're just going to do this. You're going to lift your head and shoulders, lift your tailbone, and then squeeze your arms with your knees. And just see how that feels. Really engaging. This is Bakasana on your back or crow pose, and then release and just hug your knees again. Bring the feet to the mat. Engage the abdominals and lift to Setu Bandha, bridge pose. Full breath. And then lower down. Hug your knees in again. Now this time you're gonna really engage. So squeeze the inner edge of your feet and your knees together. So the legs are together. And then roll your knees to the right a little bit so you can bring your hands straight out to the left. And then it's the same thing all over again. You're gonna lift your head and shoulders, lift your tailbone, maybe hug your left knee into your right arm. Side Bakasana. Good. I see Jeanette spreading her toes. That's awesome. Good, and relax down. Just hug the knees in. Take a breath. It's a lot of work even on your back, isn't it? This is maybe all the hand balance we do on this one. On the back, we'll see. So let's do it on the other side. So hug the feet, hug the knees. Move them to the left just enough that you can extend your arms to the right. And then lift your head and shoulders. Maybe your tailbone. And hug. One more breath. It's hard to breathe there. And then lay back down. Bring your feet back to the mat. Engage your abdominals and lift the Bandha bridge pose. Notice how this felt a little bit hard. First time we did it, now it feels like a vacation. Good, and then lower down. Grab your shins, roll up to seated, and then I'm going to have you to just transfer to all fours. And then just kind of move forward and back to stretch out your wrists, maybe your knees. And maybe turn your hands out, move side to side a little bit. Your wrists are underneath your shoulders. I always have to move back or forward a little bit to turn my fingers towards my knees. My thumbs point out. And then just see, stretch out the wrists a little bit more, moving forward and back. It's pretty intense, so don't get too aggressive here. And then unwind back to all fours and move through some cow and cat. You can pause. You feel like, oh, that's what I needed. One more time. And then pause with a flat back. Extend your right leg. Add the left arm. Feel that strong core. Release and switch. And release. And bring the hands forward slightly. Extend your left arm up toward the ceiling, and then you're just gonna thread it underneath the other one. Come down to and thread the needle. Feel a stretch in the side body. Draw your sternum back a little bit. And then we'll unwind. Do that on the other side. So extend the right arm, thread it underneath. Draw the sternum back. Just notice where you feel it the most. Lengthen out all those different muscle groups. And then please unwind. And come on up to a downward facing doggy. Just make sure you bend your knees and think that bones back and wide, hip creases back. And then lift and lengthen. Don't let your armpits drop too far. And start to walk your dog out a little bit. Come forward to a plank pose. Notice that feeling. Strengthen your core, lengthen your spine, and then push back, downward facing dog again. And walk your hands slowly back to your feet. Might have to bend your knees a lot to get there. Shift the weight then back to all parts of your feet. Re-straighten the legs in uttanasana. Roll on up to standing. And walk on forward to the front of your mat. And I'm going to have you grab your blocks and bring them by your feet. We'll just do a little quick sun salute. So inhale, stretch up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, pranam. Exhale, fold. Step your left foot back to a deep lunge. Sweep your right arm forward and then open up for a little twist. Deep lunge, twist. Right. Just retrace your arm down back to the block. Lower the back knee. Hug to the midline. And take your time coming up to Anjaneyasana. Stretch out your hip flexor. Grab your left wrist with your right hand and just arc your right a little bit. And stretch back up. Bring your hands back down to the block. And sweep the right arm up and open again. Anjaney twist. And retrace back forward. Lift the back knee. And come on up to a crescent position. Stretch your arms up. And reach down, touch the block, step back to a downward facing dog. Extend the left leg. Just kind of feel your right hamstring. I always have to bend my knee slightly to really feel like I'm keeping my hips square. And then I can, good. And then step that foot through to a deep lunge. Take a moment, feel that. And sweep the left arm up and open up to a twist there, deep lunge twist. Left hip crease stays back. And reach forward. Touch the block, lower the back knee. And make your way up to an Anjaney. Keeping everything square to the front, grab your right wrist with your left hand. Lengthen and just arc to your left a little bit. Reaching back up. Bring the hands to the block. And a little twist again. So sweep your left hand, open up. Anjane twist this time. Reach back. And touch down. Lift the back knee. Take your time. Come up, crescent warrior. Please touch down. And step forward again. Forward fold. Take out your head. Inhale to a pranam. Exhale to a fold. And inhale, sweep your arms all the way up. Look up. And exhale, hands at the heart center. Okay, now step back away from your blocks. We always have to do a little balance, right? So stand in Tadasana. Stretch your arms up. Good. And then shift your weight to your right foot. Lift your left knee. Bring the knee up. And as you do, grab a hold with your hands, if you can. I'm shifting. Now let go with your right hand. Just hold on with your left. See if you can slowly open that knee to the side. And bringing it back to center. Release. Ooh, I'm a little shaky today. Inhale, stretch your arms up. Shift your weight to the left foot. Lift the right knee and maybe interlace in front of that knee. Let go with your left hand. Slowly open the knee. Think core. And close it back up. And release. Well done. Good. Inhale, stretch your arms up. Lift the right knee again. This time, bring the left or the right arm out to the side and bring your hand to the inside of the knee. See, maybe you can grab the ankle or the foot. And then extend it out. Uttitha asta padangusthasana. And release before we fall. See, that initial exercise helped, right? Try the other side. So there's three options actually. You can grab big toe with your first two fingers. You can grab little toe side, or you can grab the ankle. You decide what works best for you. Or you can just do the knee again. So stretch your arms up. Think really strong in the core. And then bring the knee up. See if you can find wherever you're going there. And then just open up. Come on out when you're ready. Good. Come on back to the front of your mat. And inhale, stretch up. Exhale, fold forward. Take a moment there. Step your right foot back to a deep lunge. Lower the back knee. Slide the hips back. Runner's lunge position. You can use the blocks if you need to. Press the heel down, draw the leg into the socket. The hips stay square. Everything stays lined up. Knees, heels, sits bones. Maybe fold. And bend back into the front knee. Lift the back knee. Step back, downward facing dog. This time extend the right leg. Just play there. And step that foot through, deep lunge. Lower the back knee. Shift back, runner's lunge. Check your alignment. Think of drawing the right leg into the socket, really painfully squeezing the muscles on that leg to straighten it and folding. Bend back into the front knee. Lift the back knee, step back, downward facing dog. Walk your feet to your hands, or how about slightly behind the blocks? Should have said that sooner. And come down to a deep squat. Just move your blocks out of the way. And if you can, we're gonna do Bakasana. So if you struggle with this pose, you might use a blanket here. So that in case you do a head dive, you got a cush. So you're gonna bring your bum up a lot higher actually. Bring your hands flat, right under your shoulders if you can. Lift your heels, hug your knees into your upper arm. And then think, okay, I'm gonna do just like I did on my back. I'm gonna lift my head and shoulders towards my feet. I'm gonna shift my weight, maybe bring the inner edge of your feet together. Really hug. Maybe you'll just get one foot up, maybe you'll get two. And then come on down. Deep squat. Good job. Did you do a one-legged one? Okay. Okay. Now this one, come down to your knees for a moment. Just stretch your feet long. Sit on your heels. Take a breath or two. So the side Bakasana is way harder for me, but I'm going to try it, and you can try it if you want. Maybe we don't get anything up off the floor, and that's okay. So come back to a squat, but with your feet together and your knees together. So you're just kind of bending here, your heels are lifted, and then reach your hands to the left side. I'm gonna have to move and think, okay, I'm just gonna hug my knees into that right elbow, and then think, same thing, around the upper back, hug, and then just shift. My left foot won't get up, but my right one does. Good. Take a break. These hand balances are exhausting. And think, draw back, just like we did on our backs. It's all about the core strength here. For some reason, I've never been able to do this pose, and I'm pretty good at hand balances, so I don't know. Just all the weight in my legs. Okay, so come on up, squat, hands to the right now. Try and get them kind of close in. That helps. Think really strong. Shift your weight. And come on out. Did you get it? Good. Go ahead and lay on your backs for a moment where we try anything else and just stretch long. Stretch your feet long, stretch your arms long. Maybe make a snow angel, even though it's not snowy out. And then sit back up. I'm going to have you try one more. So you bring your blocks beside your hips. And you decide, you can bring them flat or medium. I wouldn't do high. I'm going to do mine flat. And most important, I want you to inner spiral your legs. So get your sits bones underneath you. And then you're going to have to play with the position of your hands. You just press down, lift your bum up, and then slide the hips back. Maybe lift the feet. Okay, so do it with me. Think really strong in the core. Push down, lift the bum, slide the hips back, and then lift. Good. And then relax. Then to get cramps. Yeah, little my quads. Just massage your quads. Sit up nice and tall. Close your eyes. Dandasana. Just keeping your eyes closed. Just bend right at your hip creases. Come to Paschimottanasana. And then come on up. You can move your blocks out of the way. And then bend your knees. Bring the soles of your feet together. Whatever works best for you for Baddha Konasana. I always have to think, sits bones underneath me, lengthen first, use my core to keep that length, and then maybe fold. And come on up. Extend the legs just like we did at the beginning. Little twist to the right. And a little twist to the left. And back to center. And a wide-legged forward fold. Just be mindful. And coming on back up. Go ahead and lie on your backs. Hug your knees in. Just like we did at the beginning, but without the arms, just roll into a little ball. So lengthen back of your neck. Maybe lift your tail. Good. And then lay back down. Bring your feet under your knees, arms by your hips. Press up to Setu Bandha. Use your abdominals. And lower down. Bring your knees up, flex your feet. Bring your arms to cactus or T. And we're going to a lying down twist. So just allow the knees to roll to the right. They can come all the way to the floor. Awesome. Just lengthen out those side muscles again. They worked hard on that side, Bakasana. Maybe turn your gaze to the left. You can breathe really deeply into your side body. And now to switch sides, really hug your right knee into your left. Come back to center and switch. Maybe turn your gaze to the right if that feels good. And then coming back to center, set your feet down again. Hands by your hips, shoulders underneath, Setu Bandha. And if you're up for a little bit more of a challenge, hug your right knee in as close as you can, and then extend that foot towards the ceiling. Flex and point that foot a few times. Bend the knee, bring it back down. Switch sides, left knee hugs in, stand it up, flex and point. Bend the knee, bring it down. And lower to the mat. Bring your feet a little wider, arms to cactus, and just do a couple windshield wipers, just calming your back, your hips. And wiggle. When your knees are up next, wiggle your feet close together. Let the knees open to butterfly. I like to put my hands on my belly just so I can feel my breath. If you can expand it into the low belly. And slowly close the knees and stretch out for Savasana. And settle in with your truth. Think of resting in your truth and who you really are. When you take the time to connect with your soul, that's what you do, and everyone around you sees it, feels it, and you feel it when you live your truth. You know that you're choosing to do the right thing. Every breath is like a new connection. As you continue to just rest, and to share a reading from Julia Cameron's book of blessings. My path is broad and gentle. Ours is a journey of shared hearts. I remind myself that I am blessed with friendship, gifted with acquaintances and associations who travel with me toward the highest good, reminding myself always that we are all traveling together. I develop my individuality while welcoming the individuality of others. Much as I yearn to be truly seen and truly loved, I seek to see others truly and truly love them. I offer to those I encounter a believing mirror. I reflect back to them their dignity, their beauty, their potential, and divine spark. Treating all who I encounter with respect and affection, I allow my heart to be a vessel for healing love. Drawing on a universal love to love through me, I love freely and without fatigue. I open my heart to actualizing grace in each encounter. I allow Spirit to enter my interactions, shaping them and leavening them to a richer bread. I am nourished by Spirit, and through Spirit, I seek to bless and nourish others by expressing Spirit through me. Gently making your way back, utilizing your breath, smaller movements to start, feeling the space around you. Gently drawing your knees in and rolling to the side. And eventually push it on up. Bring hands to heart center. Namaste. Thank you guys. I don't know about you, but my legs feel like lead balloons.